Today I am rating every SEO backlink from weakest to strongest. Backlinks are all the more important now since AI content is flooding the web. But do you really know which backlinks work? Why are some SEOs still stuck on blog comments while others are sending out hundreds of HARO pitches every month? And how do you decide the true worth of a backlink? This video answers all your queries. We will rate every backlink from D to S depending on its authority, and then also look at their special use cases. Let's get started. Starting with A, we have automated link building. This is a black hat tactic where you use software to build a lot of links very quickly. These are mainly spammy links built on Web 2.0 platforms and link farms. The software is programmed to build tier 1, tier 2 and sometimes even tier 3 links with the help of AI content. SEOs mainly use this for short-term and quick money projects. I wouldn't touch these with any serious website. Also, Google today is smart enough to disregard most of these spammy links, so you may not see any impact at all. I'll put this in D. And let's move on to the next. Blog comments. This is as simple as going to a blog and dropping your website URL in the comments. While it used to be a powerful tool 10 years ago, it holds almost no SEO value today. Most active blogs today don't have a comment box, and those which do are usually filled with spam. Plus, the links are usually no-follow, which means no SEO juice passes to your website. The only benefit to comment backlinks today is that they can help you index your new pages. But that's about it, so I'm putting this in D as well. The best comment backlink is when the linking page already has some traffic, and some of that trickles down to your website. Google always loves links that drive referral traffic. Moving on to directory and citation links. These are links from web directories that contain information about businesses in a particular area or industry. Some common examples are Yellow Pages, Yelp, and IndiaMart. These are great foundational links and they can help index your new pages faster. They also strengthen your NAP, which is great for local SEO. But apart from that, there's no significant link juice coming to your website. And that's why I'll put this in C. If you can get into a premium directory within your niche, then that's easily a B. Paid directories have less link dilution due to fewer outbound links, as they are more selective. Avoid spammy directories or mass submissions, as these could trigger Google's spam algorithms. The next is editorial backlinks. Editorial links are the gold standard of backlinks. These links come from large publications and media houses such as Forbes, CNN, etc. If you are lucky enough to get mentioned here, you won't just get a single backlink, but also a series of potential tier 2 backlinks that link out to the original article. And not to forget the bonus referral traffic. You can't simply buy these links, but you can attract media attention by doing something noteworthy, such as publishing unique research, case studies, or expert opinions for your industry. Editorial links are definitely the top tier links. Next is forum and community links. Forum links come from industry forums or discussion-based platforms such as Reddit and Quora. Today, most of these are no-follow, which means they do not pass any link juice to your website. However, they can send you a ton of referral traffic. Lately, Google has been favoring forum and community answers over SEO-optimized website content. You can utilize this opportunity to participate in discussions and get recurring organic traffic every month. And that's why I'm putting these in C. Moving on to guest posts. For most businesses, guest posts make up the majority of backlink spending today. And that's because they work. A guest post is when you publish your link on another domain wrapped inside a new post. Some websites mark it as guest contribution or partner content, while others publish it as a regular blog post. The impact of your guest post totally depends on the quality of the host website. So it can be anywhere from D to A depending on the attributes of the chosen domain. The top 5 factors are niche relevancy to your website, monthly organic traffic to the domain, link profile of the domain, quantity and quality of the outbound domains. And lastly, the content quality on the website. Guest posts can be very diverse. So I'll categorize the majority of guest posts into two categories, A and C. A-tier guest posts come from websites that are super relevant to your niche and have a healthy amount of organic traffic and authority. Also, they do not link out to any random websites. On the other hand, the majority of guest posts sold in the market are a C. These come from websites that are somewhat relevant to your niche and they have a trickle of traffic, usually around 1000 monthly organic visitors. They might have a high DA or DR, but you can't really trust that because these numbers can be easily inflated today. These websites usually publish multiple guest posts every week. And then there's also a third category which is pure junk. These are called link farms and their sole purpose is to sell links on the website. Almost every post will be a sponsored post and they will write about everything and anything under the sun. They also have a huge number of outbound domains. Here's an example of a link farm. Next one is HARO Links. HARO is a platform that connects journalists with business owners to get industry-specific insights. The media guys get insider knowledge and the business owners get links and recognition. The best part is that most queries here come from large media houses such as Forbes, Business Insider, etc. That's why these links are highly powerful and one of my favorites. Even though they are mainly no-follow, HARO Links offer a decent exposure on the web along with the high potential for referral traffic. Association with large publications definitely leads to a stronger link profile. That's why you will see over 100 pitches for a single query. The competition here can get quite fierce. HARO Links are truly top tier, especially because there's no risk associated. Moving on to header and footer links. These are links placed in the header or footer of another website. These are also called banner links and they are highly exploited in black hat niches like crypto or gambling. The most common example is when a website developer links to their website from the footer of their client's website. These links can be very powerful if used on relevant websites with safe anchor texts. Since these are present on every web page, header and footer links provide a consistent backlink value over the long term. However, recent leaks from Google suggest that they mark these as site-wide links which have lower impact. But I think these are still worth it if done in moderation along with a healthy link profile. I'll put them in B. Next we have link exchanges. A link exchange is when two website owners link out to each other's website. This is a common practice in businesses that showcase their partners, vendors, or associations on the websites. Planned link exchanges are strictly against Google's guidelines, but they can be used sparingly if you have an otherwise healthy link profile. And that's why I'm putting it in C. If you indulge in link exchange, make sure the linking website is somewhat related to your industry. Also, prefer to do a three-way exchange if possible. Next one is niche edits. Niche edits are similar to guest posts. Here, you don't publish new content, but instead add your link to an existing post. An ideal niche edit follows the same principles as guest posts, such as niche relevancy, high traffic, etc. But niche edits should be a small part of your link profile because these aren't very natural links, and Google's algorithm knows that. Assuming you choose the right domains, I'll put niche edits in B. Moving on to PBNs. PBNs are the most controversial as well as the most risky backlinks to have, and I would never even touch these when running a serious business website. These should only be reserved for your pump and dump projects. Private blog networks are designed in a way to look like independent websites linking out to your main website. PBNs can drive a lot of concentrated power to your website in a very short span of time. The ideal PBNs are built on reputed expired domains and regularly monitored for health. But maintaining a healthy PBN network can get quite expensive, and you can never know what exactly you are getting. The owners won't disclose the links to you, and they won't even show up in your SEO tools as well. So you might even end up paying for nothing. I'm personally not a fan of black hat SEO because of the associated risks, and that's why I'll put PBNs in D. Next is press release links. Digital press release is a great way to build foundational links to your website. That's because you decide the content and it gets published by hundreds of websites at the same time. But keep in mind that these links don't have much value because these are mere duplicates. And Google understands the behavior of press releases very well. For example, Business Insider publishes all PRs on a separate subdomain. In terms of authority, this is nowhere compared to the actual editorial links published on the main domain. But the content in press release updates Google's knowledge graph and also helps you index faster. The biggest potential with a PR is when your story gets picked up by journalists, because they might cover it in their editorial, giving you one of the best backlinks. I'll put PRs in C. Moving on to profile links. Profile backlinks are totally free and easy to create. These are links from your account bio in various platforms and social media. While most websites have these as no follow by default, you can still find exceptions that haven't caught onto the spam yet. Either way, they hardly provide any context or authority, and that's why I'm putting them in D along with other foundational backlinks. Remember, backlinks that can be easily created are usually worth nothing. Resource page links. These are links from resource pages on industry-relevant websites. The host website curates a list of helpful links for its audience and publishes it on the website. For example, a fitness website linking out to a calorie calculator web app. If you have any valuable asset on your website, you can reach out to these resource pages to feature you. This resource could be a checklist, a case study, tutorial, infographic, etc. Generally, the websites hosting such pages are usually large and have high authority. That's why these links are a solid A. Next is social media links. All social media platforms such as LinkedIn or Pinterest have no follow links. This means there isn't any direct SEO benefit. But over time, we have seen that strong social signals definitely impact Google rankings. A lot of experts believe that viral posts with a high number of likes and shares lead to a positive brand image with Google. Plus, you might also get a ton of referral traffic, which shows Google that your content is valuable. So I'll put this in C. But if you have viral posts, then it's easily a B. Next is Web 2.0 links. Web 2.0 links come from user-generated content on websites like medium.com. There's no barrier to entry and anyone can publish whatever they like. That's why the links on here don't hold much SEO value. These are often used as tier 2 links to help index your primary backlinks. If these posts start ranking in Google, your backlinks also get a major boost. These links are slightly better than the weakest links because of these two reasons. They are highly contextual because you control the content. They have the potential to rank in SERPs even for high search volume keywords. That's why I'll put them in C. So these were the major backlink types used in SEO today. Each has its own purpose, but at least you should know what to prioritize. The general rule of thumb says that a backlink that is harder to obtain is usually more valuable, and I do stand by that philosophy. You should still include the weaker links to maintain a healthy and natural looking profile. Because if your brand new website gets 10 niche edits within the first month, it doesn't sit well with Google. A new business would probably start off with a press release followed by some foundational link building such as social media links or profile links. In fact, you might end up ranking with the foundational links alone if you are in a niche with very little competition. If you want any help with your SEO, check out the description below.